Verse 16, where Jesus still doing that dissertation on the shepherd. Verse 16, he made this statement. He said, "And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold." Now that fold he was talking about is Israel. Okay? Then also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. The one thing we've lost sight of, and up there it is the other sheep concept. Are you with me? If we are not of the blood heritage of Israel, we're part of that other sheep group. Okay? I found that picture. We're the little black sheep there. That's who we are. That's Israel over there, and this is us. But he said there are other sheep. I'm teasing. Now look at something. I want you to look at a couple of words there that Jesus used. "And other sheep I have which are not of this fold." Go to the next slide, please. I think. Now, two things I want to look at. The first one is sheep. The word sheep is interesting. It means something that walks forward in the path. That's what the word literally means. It means something that walks forward in the path. In other words, there's a path for that sheep. And which way is that sheep going? That way or that way? It's going forward. If I'm going to operate in sheep mode, everybody say, "Bah." If I'm going to operate in sheep mode, which direction do I have to be going?
Forward.
Forward. What's the second thing I've got to be doing? I got to be walking in the path. I must stand there. I can't wander over here. I can't wander over there. What happens if I wander over there? The wolf or the lion will get me.
That's right.
If I walk off over there, what happens? I fall off the edge of a cliff somewhere. But if I stay in the path, now listen to me, and we're going to talk about that path in a minute. If I stay in that path, there is where the shepherd cares for me. The path is not determined. Religion tells us that the path is a set of do's and don'ts. I reject that totally. The path is worshiping Him and loving the shepherd, and putting my eyes on the shepherd and saying, "Jesus, you're wonderful and you're everything." And living that way. It's not about do's and don'ts. I really work on not having a bunch of do's and don'ts around here. Okay? I really do. And I try not to preach the do's and don'ts. Why? Because if you preach them, people begin to think that's, if I do this, God doesn't love me more. That's not true. See, that's law. And Tony did a great job last week with this. That's law and not grace.
Right.
God smiles on me because I sit in divine favor that is unearned. That means that, just recare what he said, go back here a minute, that means this. That no matter if it's unearned, there's nothing I did to get it, and there's nothing I can do to lose it. I walk in the favor of God.
Amen.
Woo-hoo. Okay? So a sheep is something that walks forward in the path.